Hello again, good to have you back. Complete accident. I walked down a back alley in Good Neighbor and met Bobby. She's offering a job. I'll at least give a listen. Decide what I'm going to do about it from there. Something about a delicate house of cards.
Ready to get to work?
Are you gonna tell me what we're actually doing?
Look, we're pulling a job here. Big payoff. Taking some things that aren't technically ours yet.
If you expect me to work for you, I'm gonna need more information than that.
Curious type, eh? All right, I'll spell it out for you. You are gonna be doing some digging.
What are we digging for? Buried treasure?
You could call it that. But seriously, lay off the questions. The other two are down there digging already. Go give them a hand, will you?
Alright. Now let's go see what's going on. Nothing else, maybe a little bit interesting. I'm sorry, y'all know how I get distracted right now.
I think we can finally get through.
Want to see what's on the other side?
Oh, yeah. You think Bobby will pay us this week?
I don't know, man.
Starting to feel like we're doing charity. Did you just hear something? It's crawling with fire alerts! Bail! Bobby can take this job and shove it.
Good luck down there, new guy.
Someone's coming.
Nick, don't get in the way of the fire. Gunfire. Kill club. Dang, that's different. Alright, let's pull back, switch to shotgun. Oh, he got caught up. Darn.
Lights out for you! Here you go!
Won't be bothering anybody now.
What is going on in my
Oops.
tunnel?
Hey, Bobby.
Bobby,
What is going on in my tunnel?
that room was filled with Mirelurks.
At least you put up a better fight than those good-for-nothings. Well, you stuck around at least. So I guess you're promoted. You get to be my new gun. I think we just need one more guy. An old friend. He'll want a fair cut, but we saw what being cheap got me.
Who is this guy?
He's just the guy we need to speed things along. Likes gadgets, money, and not much else. First, I think it's best if you actually see what we're after. I have some things to check on in Diamond City. Head over to the noodle shop there, and I'll meet you when I finish up my business.
No accounting for taste.
Alright, gang, I'm gonna do some looting and stuff down here. Nick just said, hey, let me ask you something. Let's see what he wants.
Is something wrong?
Well, I sort of had the same question. It's just, with everything that's happened with you and your family, it's a whole hell of a lot to process. I wanted to make sure you're holding up all right.
Doesn't really matter. I'm here now. I've just got to deal with that.
Good attitude to have. Not the way I felt. Took me a long damn time to get a feel for this place. Thank goodness I found Diamond City. It's got its flaws, sure, but it beats the hell out of anywhere else in the Commonwealth. Of course, when I took up there back when, people were just as scared of the Institute as they are now. Maybe more. The massacre of the CPG was still pretty fresh in people's minds at that point. And folks were still losing sleep over the broken mask. Plenty of people assumed I was just a saboteur, moving in to melt down the reactor or poison the drinking water. But at the time, they couldn't exactly turn me away.
Oh, good, I've been hearing about this, but...
Massacre of the CPG? What's that?
The Commonwealth Provisional Government. Years back, a group of settlements tried to get together and form a coalition. Every settlement with even a hint of clout sent representatives to try and hash out an agreement. Only the Institute sent a representative of their own, a synth. The man killed every rep at the talks. The Commonwealth Provisional Government was over before it even got off the ground. I took up in town not long after. I was damn lucky they didn't just tell me to scram right then and there.
Broken mask?
This was long before I'd moved to town, but apparently some gentleman type shows up in Diamond City, heads down to Power Noodles. Guess he didn't like the food because he pulled his pistol and opened fire on the folks enjoying theirs. When security finally put enough holes in him to drop him, they say he was full of servos and sprockets, just like yours truly. Seems he malfunctioned, went berserk. It was the first time people realized that synths had stopped looking like me and started looking like them. Considering what these folks went through, I felt real lucky they let me in the front gate at all.
Why'd they let you in?
Because I'd rescued the mayor's daughter. Gal of about 15. Pride and joy of the mayor back then. Man by the name of Henry Roberts. The young Miss Roberts decided she'd run off with some caravan hand she'd, known for an evening. Turns out the guy was part of a gang of kidnappers. I didn't even know who I was rescuing, just stumbled on a crying girl and 4 toughs. I took her home, and the mayor dubbed me a hero, offered me a place in town. Lots of folks protested, said I was a spy, but he wouldn't have it. Taking up in the city was tricky at first, but I never tried to hide what I was, and people seemed to warm to that.
You took down 4 guys by yourself?
Well, I didn't have to. Back then, synths were even more of an unknown quantity than they are today. I told them I was rigged to explode and started going beep, beep, beep. Hardest part of that rescue was keeping from laughing as they climbed over each other to get away.
I'm not going to insult him with the not a spy, right?
Was it hard settling in?
Yeah, they sure didn't make it easy. I started off doing the jobs no one else wanted. I got more banged up being Diamond City's handyman than I ever did living out in the ruins. But I guess folks never forgot I rescued the mayor's daughter, so they started coming to me when people went missing. Wife runs off with a new paramour and takes the rent money with her. Talk to the synth. An upset father decides moving him and the kids to Good Neighbor in the dead of night's not the worst damn idea since the bomb. Go get Nick. After a while, the jobs got so backed up, they didn't even ask me to do the handyman stuff anymore. Hell, I was so happy to do it, it was months before I started charging anyone. I never stopped being Nick the synth, but it was Nick the detective folks came to see. It was about then that things finally started feeling normal. It took me a long time to realize that home is where you make it. And with some time and effort, this place can be home for you, too. That's a long story, but I hope it helps. Want to get moving? I think we ought to talk.
Now what?
Okay.
We've just been traveling a while now, and I figure there hasn't exactly been equitable distribution of information. Gotten a decent glimpse into your dirty laundry, but you still don't really know a whole heck of a lot about me. I figured I'd offer to balance the board. So, is there anything you want to know?
So who are you, Nick?
That's a question I've been trying to figure out myself for a long damn time. I know I'm a synth, authentic Institute handiwork, but I'm still mechanical, not bioengineered like the fancy synths giving everyone the willies these days. I get tune-ups now instead of checkups. My memories, my personality, they're all lifted from some cop who volunteered for an experiment back before the war. They scanned his brain and copied it onto the hardware that runs between my ears. Don't know why they chose to make a robot based on some pre-war cop instead of a math genius or a bioengineer. Hey, maybe that's why the Institute tossed me in the garbage instead of turning me into one of their people snatchers.
Wait, the original Nick was from my time?
Sure was. Which meant when I finally ended up out here, it was quite the rude awakening. I remember waking up one day in a garbage heap, a body in tatters and a head full of memories belonging to a man who'd been dead for 200 years. Suffice to say, it was a confusing couple of weeks. Folks didn't really know much about synths back then, so when I finally ran into people, they mostly treated me with caution rather than hostility. But the kids, they weren't afraid. I think his name was Jim. The first person to actually speak to me after I got the boot from the Institute. My first human contact in this world. Grilled me for an hour. Once they'd seen I wasn't going to hurt anyone, the other folks in the neighborhood came out to ogle the mechanical man. It eventually turned into a pretty swell soiree. A local mechanic even gave me a once-over, free of charge. Those people, they treated me like a human being. I've been trying to return the favor ever since. It's a surprisingly rare trait out here sometimes. It's something I've noticed you got a fondness for. Part of the reason I've stuck around this long.
Where's that town? We should go visit.
I tried to go back and say thanks once I'd gotten myself established. But the place was wiped off the map. Raiders. Don't know what happened to the people.
If you're good to people, they'll be good back. That's something I've always believed.
Couldn't agree more. Well, I expect you're about as bored as can be listening to me rattle my skeletons. We should probably head out.
Alright. There she is. Hiding who she is.
There you are. Was wondering if you were gonna show up. Yes, it's me. I have to hide my face in these parts. People like me aren't allowed around here. Now let's get down to business. That big wall of glass looming over Diamond City is the mayor's office. Most people don't know it, but there's a strong room buried beneath. Mayor's just sitting on top of it. And that's our target. The guy has it coming if you ask me. With how he treats my kind, maybe he deserves worse.
What's inside?
Caps, meds, food. Enough to keep this city running. It's things we want. Things everyone wants. You get in on this, there's plenty for you. You got it? So, what do you say we make this party a little bigger? I managed to track down my tech guy. His name's Mel, and he is right here in Diamond City. The guy can make a gadget to solve any problem. Thing is, he's a bit locked up right now. You have to get him out of there. I can't just stroll into Diamond City security with this face, covered or not.
Tell me about this security office.
It's built into some old locker rooms, and it smells the part. This isn't a maximum security prison, and it isn't heavily guarded. No problem for someone like you, right? Pick a lock, find a key, bribe the guard. The usual stuff. Just get him out of there.
I can go a number of ways with this quest. I go get him out. I'll just go talk to the mayor. I don't necessarily like the mayor, but...
What you're looking for? We have everything.
Food, caps, medicine, everything that keeps
All
this
you
place
outsiders wear
going.
such funny clothes?
Personally, can't see doing that to a big place like this, so...
Right.
Might just elect to go talk to the mayor instead. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Let's wait till morning, go see the mayor.
Hanging out with Valentine, huh? Good for you. Nikki's good people. Ah, you know what I mean.
Yep. Mayor. This way. Okay. It's been pretty good so far. Even had a few of my more realistic and some of my smart-ass stuff in the vocal options. So, I think talking to the mayor on this one should be an option. There we go.
Mayor's in no mood to talk about any of this synth nonsense. Unless you're looking for a housing permit, I can't help you.
Well, let's hear about the permit.
We have one home available. It's in the center of town, right near the market. You can do whatever you like with the interior, and all the tools you need to make your own furnishings are provided at no extra charge.
Shoot!
Tell me more about this house.
The previous owner bought an adjacent warehouse and knocked down a few walls, so it's bigger than most. And he left behind his old tools, so you'll have everything you need to modify the inside however you see fit.
Not what I came for, but I'll take it.
I'll take it.
Here's the key. Let me be the first to welcome you as a resident of the Great Green Jewel.
Yeah. Someplace to dump stuff
No funny
mid-campaign.
business around the mayor. Got it?
Well, he's just collected all sorts of stuff, hasn't he? And he is the mayor. And he's nowhere to be found.
Enjoy your new home.
Geneva.
You have your permit. Anything else? This office can't help you.
Nope, apparently. Apparently that wasn't worked in. Fine. Well, I might come back to that quest later, but
anyone reads public occurrences.
nice house. Anyway,
Self-prescribed chems is recommended by
I'm too friggin' slow to join the Minutemen.
hey, dude, could always put you in a tower as a sniper. I've got the key. Okay, well, let's take a look. Not what I was planning, but that happens. Electricity's already run. Nice little space. Oh, look at all this snot. Hello. Wait a minute, something to test. There we go. Now we can clean it up. Or add to it. Well, that's going to be kind of cool. Well, since I'm here, Nick, since I'm here and I've got a workbench, oh, it's not going to link into my other ones, though. I was going to drop all the stuff I'm carrying. Oh, well, this is cool. It's going to take a little work to get it all fixed up. I can't drop anything here and have it link into my other workbenches, so let's just finish exploring. More space up here. Nice. Excuse me, Nick. Bathtub. Let's take a bath up here and look out over the city. Doghouse. I could send dog meat here. That would be cool. Or could I send him here? Oh, I'll have to check that. Ah, glitched through the floor there. Nope, can't build anything up here. Darn it. Oh. So be it. Oh, hey, I literally spammed from there through over to there. And that's it, that's probably my little extra place.
Excuse me, I just wanted to stop by, offer my services again.
No, you get the hell away from me, Sint. I'm not telling you anything about Buddy just so you can snatch him.
I'm sorry you feel that way. If you ever change your mind,
Hey,
I'll be
you got
more
Trader?
than happy to help
Up from
you,
Quincy?
buddy.
You sell any ointment? They got me this itch.
Alright gang, take care. Threw this in as a side episode because it did not go the way I wanted it to go. And I might chase No Nose's mission later on. I was hoping to catch the mayor. See if I can take it a different direction. We'll see how that happens. I'm not going to go try to track him down through all Diamond City and the surrounding area right now. Hope you enjoyed. Catch you later. For now, out from here. Bye.